everyone, and welcome into the Blueprint presented by Xerox. I'm Taylor Stern with Brian Broaddus, Rob Phillips, and Nick Eatman. The games just keep getting bigger and bigger, and this week is no exception. The Cowboys take on the Eagles at home. They beat them the first time. It started the 4-game win streak. But Brian, what's your key to the victory this week?
Well, you got to think about this way. What the Cowboys were able to do is they were able to possess the football. And possessing the football means running the football. They had a great success running the football against the Eagles. I think that they're going to have the same types of success. I think that Jim Schwartz's plan is going to be to try and make the Cowboys throw the football and see if they can attack Dak Prescott in the pocket and make him turn that ball over, though. So watch how this thing plays out, though. Cowboys have got to be able to run the ball. They've got to be able to sustain drives. They've got to be able to, more importantly, finish drives.
Yeah, and crazy to think during this 4-game win streak, Dak has had no interceptions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's been outstanding, and the offense has done a lot better since the trade, but for me, it's the red zone and finishing drives, kind of piggybacking on what Brian said. They've moved the football. They've done a better job on third down, but if you look at the stats, they're near the bottom of the league in red zone. I think they're 26th, and in goal-to-goal situations, they're 31st. Next to last, just haven't been able to finish drives. Talking to Cole Beasley and other guys after the game, they beat the Saints, big win, everybody's excited, but they weren't really happy offensively with the way they played, 13 points. They've got to be able to finish drives. And by the way, that's something Philly has struggled with too. Which team can cash in on their opportunities is probably the key to the game.
Yeah, I think back to that game against the Eagles where they really only had one guy that was hurting them, and that was Zach Ertz. And you've got to figure out a way to control him. Now, he's had 2 14-catch games in his career, both against the Cowboys. So I think when you look at the safeties, you look at the linebackers, they're going to do different things on them. I personally think a guy like Jordan Lewis might be able to handle him. Now, a lot of people have said, nah, he's too small, but I think from a quickness standpoint, corner against a tight end, there'll be somebody. And I think Brian's probably has a good idea of how it's going to be, but they got to make sure that Zach Ertz doesn't go crazy on him.
Absolutely, yeah, he's having a great season. And it's crazy to think the contrast of 2017 and 2018, specifically for these teams. I mean, you're looking at a Super Bowl champion coming into a season 6-6. Then you're looking at the Cowboys, and Tyron Smith and Sean Lee have been out for a few games, right. And that's not even at the forefront of people's minds.
No.
So
yeah, it is. This is not really the same team. You know, this Eagles team, it's not the same team. Defensively, they're not the same team. You know, and that's where I think that you look at them and you say, okay, what are the big problems with the Eagles? Their secondary is not as good. So I mean, here I am trying to tell you, run the football, because the Eagles, they face 22 rushes or more in a game, they lose every single time. But throwing the football against these guys is not bad if you can protect that front.
So is Amari Cooper your player to watch then?
No, it's Ezekiel Elliott. It's got to be Ezekiel Elliott. He's got to. If this team is going to kill the Philadelphia Eagles as we know it, and any hope they have, it's going to have to be number 21 running that ball. I think that if he has got to take it, put the bit between his teeth, and just go. He could be the difference maker in this.
And he has to wear the sleeves.
And the sleeves. And
he
Dak
will.
too.
He will.
I like what Brian said. Zeke's the engine, but I like your track, Tay. I'll go with Michael Gallup in the passing game. He's a guy, I mean, everybody talks about Amari Cooper, and they should. He's been a huge difference for this team in the 4-game winning streak. But you watch Michael Gallup, his snaps are up, his production's up. He's one of these young guys that's starting to step up down the stretch for this football team, and Dak has just missed him on 2 deep touchdown passes the last couple weeks. He's close. He's close to making a big play. He might have an opportunity in this game. We'll see.
I like that.
You know, anytime you see somebody that surprises you and they have a really good game, comes out of nowhere, you're like, oh, good job, now do it again. Xavier Su'a-Filo, do it again. The first game against the Eagles, I mean, he did a great job against Fletcher Cox, but it was like, okay, that's great. And he's been pretty good here lately. Now, he got an ankle injury, I think, kind of set him back. He should be fine. But I guarantee you Fletcher Cox is going to be ready again. And that's what a good player does. They have to, you know, withstand all that. And now expectations are higher, and see if he can do it again, because I thought he was a key to that first win against Philly.
Absolutely. Well, if you look back to last week, you hear Tank Lawrence kind of giving the bulletin board material to the Saints. You know, Michael Thomas getting in there too. But this week it's Camus Grugier-Hill, if I said that right. But who really even knows? We'll see. It all plays out on the field. I liked what Antoine Woods. It's a whole different ball game on the field. So stay tuned to everything on DallasCowboys.com. We have the pregame show rolling at 2 p.m. Central Time. Everything right on DallasCowboys.com. Thank you so much for watching.